everybody, this is Bill.
Marty.
And the Christmas elf.
Hello, and welcome to Saturday Night Hobby. Live. Saturday Night Live Hobby.
Yes.
Live Hobby.
Live from...
Whoa.
Well, not
Copyright infringement.
We don't need another cease and desist order.
the Great Midwest.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Anywho, all right. God bless America. This thing is really beginning to piss me off.
So while Bill has a meltdown over technical difficulties...
It's just the chat. I can't. It keeps this stupid app thing here. Anyway. Anywho.
Jim will be thrilled to hear that because he was having problems with his chat the other night.
Well, it's because I'm using this tablet, and it's not a real tablet, it's a Fire tablet. Fire! And it sucks, because it goes into this screensaver mode when you put it on the charging stand, which I was trying to just use the charging stand for. And it's going to reload on me now. Alright, anyway. So, here we go.
Much ballyhooed and hyped. Saturday night live hangout
Yep.
for Orchestra.
Woo. So, we got a lot on the table. You know, we have till January 22nd. Well, technically the 21st. By the way, Dawn, I'm taking Friday the 21st off.
I kind of figured that was coming.
For last minute, you know,
That thing.
catch up, you know, final things. Anyway, so we're going to work on that today. Here, you know what? I'll solve that problem.
Yeah. You can't have any power.
No power for you. Okay, now I can go until the battery dies because I didn't put it on the charger. At least I know.
Knowing is half the battle.
Right? All right, so let me log in here.
The other half violence, isn't it? I tell
All
you.
right, I have the chat app up and running there. I've got control here. Everything looks good there.
It even says hooray.
Hooray. So I'm going to ask everybody out there, can you hear us okay? Because we don't have monitoring. So, you know, it's not like we normally have a professional setup, and because I no longer have a studio because it's in pieces and it's spread all over the four corners of the world. So,
Who's in Michigan.
right.
By the way, congratulations to Madison Wimmer. Graduated from Grand Valley State College last night. Watched it online. Love you, Maddie. Not that you're watching this, but Chris, you had better be, and tell Mads that, you know, we said congratulations.
Right. Anywho, so Dawn has a pile of gray stuff in front of her.
Pile of guys.
All these resin standing breaths. These are from the file that I bought. A moment, if you will. And actually, they don't look too bad.
No, they came out pretty good.
Yeah. And what printer do you do this on?
It is a frozen mono. By NEP.
And man, the rifles look like they meant to be there.
Right?
Like Elsa and Anna.
Yeah.
Frozen. No.
Anyway,
Let it go.
so we've got how many of these guys you printed?
So I may have overshot a little. There's 97 of them.
Nice. So there's 97 of these. I've got, what did I say I have of these guys here? So I've got a mix right in here of, I have the original Harry Ventures. That's these real nice sculpts here. These are, and I painted all of the ones I had assembled. Then I printed some of the same company, Germania Figueroa or something like that. STL files, and they're not bad looking. They'll fit in fine.
Yeah, I think they look great. You know, give them a good
Except,
basic paint job.
Little size difference.
we needed to scale you up, and we didn't scale you up.
Well, you know,
So yeah, you're gonna have to redo all that.
we'll just have you know, the Perry miniatures are obviously super Brits. Come on.
I forgot about that. I actually had to upgrade up them, and I forgot to do that. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's. These are almost like 20 mil versus 28. This looks like a 20 mil guy.
Well, I've only got 97 of them, so.
But you know what? It is what it is. we're not gonna reprint them.
I'll put them on taller bases. What do you want?
So it is what it is. Shit. All right. Plus, in here, we'll open this box up. So if anybody's curious about getting the Orchestra set, I don't even know if you can get it anymore on the Warlord site. Because when I look, I don't see it there anymore. You can buy like some individual pieces. Like a sprue is like $14 for the British sprue for 4 guys. And I'm like, I'm not doing that. That's why we went with these. And you can actually go to Perry Miniatures and buy a box of 30-ish guys for 20-something bucks, $30.
That's
So,
not bad. And
but we printed. How long did it take you to print 90-something guys?
well,
Forever.
so well, yeah, I was gonna say I did it over the course of a week essentially. I was printing them 10 at a time, and it took an hour 47 on my.
For a per set?
Yeah.
That's not bad.
So
Wow.
yeah, I mean, I did a couple 3 a night.
Yeah.
Except that I was only gonna do 70 of them, but I apparently lost
Hey,
track
that's
somewhere
good.
along the way.
Matthew.
Not
Yeah.
not my strong.
So
suit.
yeah, so we're working on the Brits, and then we'll start working on the.
Start working on our Zulus after that. Once he's based, he'll be fine. Hardly tell.
Yep. It's fine.
It's playable. We're not entering a contest. We'll have to scale them up for the next run. Anyway, okay. So if you're joining us live right now, thank you very much. We know people start trickling in after suppers and things like that, but it is time to get going. So a couple of quick interesting notes. So these ones that I printed, I started airbrushing the base coats on. I did the red jackets, and my paint, I added some thinner, flow improver, I should say, and it congealed like blood, like clotted.
It was nasty.
So
It was.
I don't know if it was, they weren't the same brands, so I don't know if that was part of it, or paint's just old, and I need new paint. So
I don't know, but the end product is not good. Like,
no. So
not as far as what's on the model, but as far as what you try to mix
Right.
together.
right.
That
So
giant-
I did bring a few paints down because I can at least, the ones I base coated the jackets, I can work on their helmets and their kits. Work on that at least, and then I'll have to get the blue out because the pants are actually not black; they are very dark blue. For anybody knows that. Plus, I have
Here we go.
all this that I started on. So I didn't realize when you open up that box, there's more in there.
But wait.
Oh yes.
So should we do an unboxing before we get deep into stuff?
We do a little show and tell, I think,
All right.
because well, it might be a lot of show and tell. I
Show
don't
and
know.
tell.
It looked like a lot to me. You said it wasn't as much as it looks like, but
Right.
it was impressive enough that I just put the lid back down and quit looking at it.
So what I have in front of me is the Black Powder Orchestra set that was available on Warlord Games. In it, it has, I believe, 20 British troops. Well, the back shows you exactly what's going on.
So looks like this, a fine-looking box.
Yep.
Then on the back side, I know it's kind of hard to see.
So
on
what
camera.
you see here is everything that comes in the box. I got the Horns of the Buffalo set, which adds on that whole box of other terrain and things like that. So, yeah. So in this set, you've got the 2 buildings, more resin terrain, the melee bags, the boxes, and then some stone walls, and 20 Brits. Why we only got 20 Brits, I don't know. But we got 20 Brits.
There were 139 at the back.
Right. And then 40 Zulu. So
Which
So
is-
one Zulu equals
which is about
100.
3,960 short of what was there. All right. Would you like to do
no. Go ahead. You're right in the middle.
that? All right. So
I'll talk through it.
here we go.
All right. So within the box, you get these little pamphlets for the rules. So like here's your values. If you're using the Black Powder rules for the Anglo-Zulu War of 1879, I only know it as a Zulu War, but the proper terminology is the Anglo-Zulu War. So like here, looks like the good guys, excuse me, the British side and the Zulu side.
Say there's some people in Africa that might disagree with you on
Right?
that.
So I have the Nepal native contingent. I have my British Line infantry, and wow. They even give you a little thing on different units that were involved in the campaign. So like you have the 4th King's what is this? Own regiment, they had blue facings. The 13th, the 1st Somerset had blue facings. 24 foot, as we know, had green facings. That's the on their epaulet, I don't know what you call it, the cuffs. And I believe their epaulets had it too. I did not paint the green on the epaulets, but I do have it on the cuffs. It's on the seat.
Oh yeah.
So 24 foot. I haven't decided if we're going to get that detailed because there was actually some from the 24 foot 2nd and other regiments within 24 foot, like 1st Battalion or whatever they call it. Rob Temple, welcome to the show.
Hey Rob, how are ya? Congratulations on your daughter's engagement. That is
Salut.
That's right. Rob's daughter, Emily, is a sorority sister of my daughter Maria, and she was recently engaged. So,
Congrats.
Congratulations. Have fun paying for that, Rob.
Yeah. So then you have the Zulu Regiment. So they break it down into married and unmarried warriors. You know the difference, Marty, between the married and the unmarried, other than the obvious?
I was going to say a wife.
Nothing gets past you guys. Wow.
I mean,
so the married Zulu warriors do not have all the headdresses and fancy as you can see. So they're not as well decorated. They already got a wife.
Well,
it's like, you know, out in the wild, the animals, the males are all brightly colored, have all the big feathers, yada yada.
the wives have already beat them down. They've accepted their fate. They passed all their feathery crap onto their sons and like, best of luck. I hope you do better.
Right. So anyway.
Jeez.
There's
Oh, proud.
all right, so there's some information booklets and they have the values for them in here. So our plan is we're going to actually have one figure for each British defender that was actually there at Orchestra on January 22nd into the night of the 23rd, into the morning of 1879.
Yeah.
So, you know, Custer did not learn that.
No.
Wasn't 79 when he got whacked too?
Well, Custer also
In July? Was it June, July?
didn't really learn from
He didn't learn from
anybody. I mean, that wasn't his forte.
Yeah.
He was good at having glorious hair and a lot of ego.
Right. So anyway, so you do have the supplements so you can play with the black powder rules for your game. I have not decided which set of rules we're going to use. I don't know if we're going to use black powder rules. I have a set of rules called Horns of the Buffalo. There are a couple other sets out there. So
What was the one that
I really want to use Jerry's set, but I can't remember if I have the file. So remember the set we used? Everybody had a card,
Yeah.
you know, and stuff like that. That's how you activated. It was really cool. So
Didn't I?
he sent me the files. Maybe I'll reach out to him. Anyway, we'll see what plays.
There
So
was, what was the one that Chris Long had said? All the King's Men, or no?
those who would be kings.
Yeah, men who would be kings.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, and that's an interesting rule. So you're gonna have to review it. So.
I watched a super short intro playthrough last night as I was finishing these guys up and working on some other stuff. And I'm like,
Maybe. Well, if you want to put the scraps in the box top, and I'll just dump them in the garbage so it doesn't get all over the place for you.
Oh, they're going to be all over the place.
Yeah.
I now understand Bill's comment about me curing.
Yeah.
Sorry about
All
that.
right. So continuing on, in the box, you get a special lead miniatures, or white metal, I should say, packaged by Ronnie. Thanks, Ronnie.
Thanks, Ronnie.
Now, I was like, Ron, when did Ronnie go work for Warlord? Did he not like running his own company at Mantic? But I'm assuming he did.
Maybe Ronnie's got a side
Maybe
gig.
he was helping them out. You know, he is old friends with those guys.
You know.
All right, let me open this up here.
2% rule. It'll be 2% smarter in the package.
Right. Okay, so within this package, now if you on the
package.
in the box bottom here, it tells you who these figures are. These are Shard, Bromehead, Color Sergeant Bourne.
Well, these are all the leaders, yeah?
Yeah, some of them, most of them. Yeah, it'll tell you on the box. Of course, you have to not spill anything out when you look it over.
Survey says.
All right, so this is Lieutenant Shard. This is Shard right here.
Yay. Yes.
Victoria Cross. And then we have, this is Color Sergeant Bourne. Color Sergeant Bourne did not get a Victoria Cross. It says VC here, but under the research I did, he did not get the Victoria Cross unless it was awarded later. He got some distinguished medal. It was like a step below them. He should have gotten a Victoria Cross. Personally speaking, from what I've read,
No, we understand the enlisted don't get the good awards. Nothing has changed in 150 years.
All right, so this gentleman here, this is Bromhead, right? Yep, this is Lieutenant Bromhead right here.
Right.
I learned something very interesting about him. He was deaf.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, he was very hard of hearing, and then he pretty much went completely deaf in his old age. And another interesting thing I learned is that both of them did not live to old age. They died very young, like in their 40s-ish. One of them died in India, and the other one died at home. Bromhead died at home from throat cancer from smoking his pipe. And, Shard died from cancer. Bromhead died from malaria or some disease like that in India.
Yeah, well, as would happen at the time.
India. Thank you. If you've ever
Amazing Jonathan fans
Yes,
will
it's-
get that.
Amazing John. All right, so we have another one here. I don't know who this. Oh wait, this is Private. Oh, this is Private Hook. Have you seen Zulu?
It's been a long
Private
long
Hook,
time.
the shirker, in the hospital that was really nothing ever wrong with him. That's Private
Yeah.
Hook. He actually won a Victoria Cross. This is Mounted Zulu Enduro. So that's one of the leaders. So he goes on a horsey.
So we got a horse in there too?
Yep, got a horse.
Sweet.
So there's the Zulu with the horse. All right, moving on. We have some dead Zulu. We have a dead Brit. And then we have Zulu Witch Doctor.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, so were they really called witch doctors?
That's what we call them.
Is that appropriate?
I mean,
So basically, you have the Victoria Cross winners here. Sands. I'll have to look up Color Sergeant Bourne because I don't believe he won a Victoria Cross unless it was awarded to him later in life. He actually became like a colonel or something later in life. He was given a commission.
you don't win them, you're awarded them.
That is true. You earned it the hard way.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Because how many of those people were awarded those posthumously?
Right? Okay, so there is our white metal figures. All right, moving on.
What do you want first?
Well, we can do the Brits. They're the small
I
ones.
was gonna say.
So there are 5 sprues of British troops. There's 4 guys on a sprue. So you have 2 kneeling guys and 2 standing guys. Different heads, poses you can do on them. So we have 5 sprues.
Yep.
So here's 20 more.
There's all them dudes.
20 more Brits to your how many? 90?
97.
97. So we now have 117 plus the 30, 20 something, 30 I have in there. So we have enough.
Yeah, we're good because we only
All
got
right.
we got to hit 139 to be historically correct.
Correct. Then
Don't know.
Big Jim Riskitty's in the house.
Hey James. I have 4.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. screws.
Oh, look, and these are even labeled. It says
Oh,
Married
oh,
Zulus.
oh.
This show is brought to you by the number 9.
He doesn't count as a vampire. Oh, I assure you, he counts. So, all my guys are married Zulus.
Yeah.
So,
Married. Married. Married.
wait a minute. Come on now. Steps.
Married.
Steps. Not married Zulus, right?
You would think. Did we get ripped? Married. And married. I bet you there's married because I don't see any big headdresses. Married.
And yeah.
And those are all married.
Yeah, these guys are all married too. Oh.
Oh, Chris is in the house.
Hey, Chris.
Hi, Dawn and Bill. Wait. Oh yeah, hi, Marty. LOL.
Which Chris is that?
Walkabout game.
Okay, yeah, Walkabout Games. Yeah. Hey, Walkabout Games. We need some not married Zulus. Turns out we got a bunch of married ones.
So I got 40 married. We only need 360 more Zulus to print.
Yeah.
Look, you got almost 100 there, you know?
Well, those, yeah.
So I figure between the two of us,
Oh yeah, it's
we'll
doable.
knock it out.
Yeah.
And then you got bases here. So they're using square bases. I actually based these guys on round bases because this is what I had. Because these did not come with bases. So might need Chris to cut us some
I was
bases.
just gonna say, what? Do you
No,
want,
the Zulus we're going to put on these bases.
do you want square bases for them?
For Zulus, I do.
All right, so
Because we're going to,
yeah, I will abscond with
because we're not
one
going
of
to
those.
individually take off 400 and put on 400 Zulus.
No, I'm
So,
with you.
We'll
Yeah.
figure out a way to count out their losses.
Where's your dedication? I'm just saying.
Do you remember what it was
I
like?
know.
There's a pile of it in front of you.
I know.
Just get the clipping, lady.
Wow. Notice I had to go get a solid color towel
So,
to put underneath it because the counter
Chris Long
pattern
has
was
asked,
tripping me
has
up.
Marty fallen off the stool yet?
No, because we're on.
It's the only people.
See, that's why he's in the middle.
That's the only reason you
Yeah.
people watch it.
We're here for support.
We're here for your safety.
You remember? You
You're
remember?
safe
Keep you
and
safe
secure.
and secure.
You remember the Wide World of Sports? And at the
Yep.
beginning, they'd show that downhill
Yep.
skiing guy, and he wiped out and that's the only reason people watch downhill skiing.
The thrill of victory.
Or the agony of
Yeah,
defeat. Yeah, because nobody cares who won the race. We don't care about that. Or at least we don't care about the race itself. Tell
Right.
me who won afterwards. I just want to know how many medals the U.S. got.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, so we've decided the Zulu Warriors will be on square rectangular bases just because it's easier that way. So the question is how many, I'm assuming you get at least, do we put 4 on a base? Hey, Jen, how are you? Jen
Hi,
says,
Jen.
Dawn, love the hat.
Thank you.
That's right. She's our Christmas elf this evening. Yeah, we get 4 dudes
Yeah.
on there, right?
That way we can do 4 dudes. And we only have to do 100
For
of them. Faces.
Yeah.
Yeah. We just, we can even print those. I can create those. You want the laser printer?
But,
Do you want Chris to be happy and use his laser printer
well,
for good?
not just that, but so in the amount of time it takes you to program this, we'll have 100 of them cut already.
All
It
right.
is so much more efficient for a project like this.
All right. So Jen says she is watching while she's making wreaths and wearing her own hat.
All right.
Yes.
Nice. All right. So there are the miniatures. Then we get into the Resin Terrain. So like I said, I have a whole box there that came with the Horns of Buffalo set, which is the big set. And we got more ammo boxes here. Chris says get printing.
Yeah, right.
So we got more boxes to build the
And
walls with,
I
and
believe these are the same. I think this is another set of
so I'll have to
boxes.
prime these up.
So yeah, same, right?
Same. Oh no, these have mainly bags in the middle.
Ah,
So those, I will show you a printed, paint printed.
and this one was packed by Gosia. Gosia? How would you say that?
Hello.
It could be Gosha.
Not
It could be
Ronnie.
Garcia. Yeah.
Not Ronnie.
But it was well packed, and we thank you for
All right,
service.
so here is our first quest for tonight. Oh, before I forget.
Oh, yeah. Mr. Ariskany, James, type, not in case your brother, is logged in. James, for you, I said that I would do my part. I have officially got your hat. I've given it to Bill. If it doesn't
just
make
said
it to
fire.
you,
I just said on fire and I did
I'm just gonna say, did you throw that on the candle?
All right, anyway. So this is one of these. So I primed them in a dark gray, and then I did a light beige because I'm trying to simulate burlap, right? Because I'm gonna actually age them here shortly. Then it was like I don't have a color reference for the boxes. Were they painted? Was it raw wood? Was they oiled? What? So I went with 3 different options. I did a dark brown. It's a contrast, the GW contrast. Then I went with this gray contrast paint, and then I just went with good old nun oil. Which one do you like better?
These two look almost the same to me.
Well, you're colorblind, so
It's
I'm
true.
asking the wrong person. So which one looks more natural or realistic to you?
I think I would go for the nun oil.
Jen says she loves swag and goes, though the hat looks really cool, it might accidentally end up on my closet instead.
Nice.
Do we have extra hands?
I think I have one more at the house.
Jen, would you like a hat? So there isn't a domestic dispute at your residence?
I think this looks too dark.
Uh-huh. I'm kind of leaning just to the
Partial
nun
to
oil.
the lighter one.
That's just nun oil over the
Okay.
prime. All right, there we go.
There you go.
Because then what I can do is I can take some lighter gray and age it a little bit.
Yeah, do a quick dry
Yeah.
brush over it.
Yeah. All right.
You set.
Well, I am a sound editor and coffee runner for Jim's streams. No, Jen, you're not a runner. You're the producer.
Yep, right.
Yes.
And next time you need to be mic'd up for the live stream because we could hear you and it was just, we need to make sure you're mic'd up.
Yeah, because
Let me have this
we want to hear what you have to say, Jen. Because let's face it, we've all heard Jim's voice a lot. We want to hear the voice behind the voice of Jim. See what's really going on. Because is it like, oh sir, there's a comment, or is it, hey numbnuts? Inquiring minds want to know. We want to see how this really goes.
Oh, Mr. Risky.
So, all right. We also have sandbag
Melee bag walls. So the thing with these is, and I have some over there painted, at least the initial base coat. All these bags need to have red, blue, red stripes on them. Why? I don't know, but they did.
Is the manufacturer or the government of Britain or whatever?
Hold on a minute. We got a spammer. We got to remove the spammer. Grace Martin, this is for you.
You've been cut off.
Goodbye.
Block user on YouTube. Bye-bye.
Pitch Perfect reference for any of you that were wondering. Pitch Perfect 1.
All right.
All right. So, and we also have some straight up rock walls.
So, yeah, we have some walls. And actually, these are pretty generic. These are actually, you get these in bolt action sets as well.
Mm-hmm.
So,
No reason not to.
nope. Nice thing, you can use them in multiple things.
Still works. I mean,
So, yeah, we get a lot of nice walls and melee bags and ammo crates. Because remember, the background of Rourke's Drift, if you guys aren't familiar with it, is that as they were crossing over into Zululand, one of the crossings was at Rourke's Drift on their way to Isla-Wanda.
Yep.
And Isla-Wanda was the big camp where Lord Chelmsford, being almost Custer-like and not listening to the locals who knew better.
he was told. He knew.
One, you were supposed to corral your wagons. Kraal meaning Kraal, South, it's Dutch South African,
Yep.
or what we would do in the Old West,
Circle your wagons, literally.
He did not do that. And two, he was told not to take his main force and go off, and then leave pretty much some, guard force and all his support.
Yeah, it's got
Non-combat people, right? Essentially.
Yeah, and he left a token guard force.
Right. So there was 1,500 British troops and auxiliaries left in Islandwanda, and they got overran by 6,000
6 or 7,000. Yeah.
So
it was a bunch of them.
Yeah, they weren't kidding around. So unfortunately, it is the greatest defeat by a modern force by a what do they call it? I'm trying to think of the proper word so I'm not offending
I was
anybody.
gonna say indigenous.
But it's
That's not
basically
what they use.
a modern
Primitive?
force based upon a primitive force.
Yeah.
They were using spears and shields.
For the most part.
Right.
I mean,
They
they're-
had some old muskets that
Yeah.
didn't really work, but in the most part, that's what it was. So it's the greatest defeat by a modern army. So
Speaking of wagons,
see, I got two of these because one of these came in the Horns of Buffalo set too, which is nice.
Yeah.
So in a future show, we're going to be building
playing
the table.
Oh, okay, yeah.
after we get all this stuff built. So
Right.
a nice resin piece. I
Yeah.
actually got another one in the Horns of Buffalo set. So that's pretty much all the
That-
resin pieces. Yeah.
Yep, that is all of that.
All right. So
And
let's put this resin pieces back, and then we'll pull those out.
let's do this.
Okay.
And then we can put all of this stuff back in.
Not really worried about it. It's not going to get dropped or moved around a lot. So
Oh no.
somebody's head.
Yeah,
It's all right. There's plenty of heads.
poor little feller.
Oh, little feller.
That looks like a little teeny Dutchman's head.
What's that?
Looks like a little teeny Dutchman's head. I mean, that's
Aw.
not it's not a soldier.
Soldier. But Jim's voice is the one who knows everything. That was Jim.
Well, yeah.
Well, we're not denying that the man is,
We're not saying you don't know your stuff.
right?
We just want to know how much Jen actually has inputs when you're doing your live streams and such. Because we could hear her. We know there was some
All
stuff
right.
going on.
So now to the fun part. What you got first for us? The two main buildings of Orchestra. Well, one's a drip house and one's a hospital.
Farm. All right, so this one is the house. So let's go with that one first.
What's this one?
It says barn. Work strip barn.
That was
So
actually, this is the hospital. This is at the actual hospital. Based on the room layout. So it says Rourke's Drift House, Colonial Farmstead, because you can use it for either or. Jim says, great Christmas town, Dawn.
Thank you.
So this is the hospital. We'll open this one first. Do you want to move that box out of the way? Move the box out of the way. These are kits by Foreground. Thanks, Big Ben and Cad. Last time I actually got to play the Battle of Rourke's Drift, we did it in Ireland a few years back. I think it's been 3 years now, hasn't it?
Wow. Yeah.
And the guys from Foreground, Big Ben and Cad, joined us, and plus a whole bunch of other people, and we had a great time. It was a great time. I was like a kid in heaven. All right, so to simulate the thatched roof, you get teddy bear fur.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out what I'm like. Something soft in
Yeah.
there. What is that? Yeah.
So basically,
that's
what
nice.
you do is you take a formula of water and glue, and you pretty much put it in here, and then you comb it out and let it dry. So, important lesson: do it after you've built it and put it on the roof, not before, because if you do it before, it's stiff and then it cracks. Just saying.
Okay.
I wasn't
Really?
implying you did that. I'm
No.
I'm trying to.
Like you either short circuited Marty's
my-
brain there, or
I had two smart ass comments at the same time. Turns out I overloaded.
fail.
Hey, so you don't look like a lush. Can you get rid of one can before you open another can?
Oh, okay, here. I'm done with that one. All right, who you got?
Holly.
So we got the roof. There's looks like a ladder here, and then I think that's this piece right here goes on this.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here's your floor, right here, and then you've got all your walls nicely marked and all that. And on the other side, and other side,
Walls and roof.
and then the roof. Oh crap! It's already broken open. And I think that's the loft, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. But you.
I was gonna say it's not the base, is it? Because that's
No.
not quite the
The
right
base
shape.
is the
Isn't that the first one? So I'm gonna go with yes. Looks like loft to me.
You know what? Let's go ahead and build it while we already got it open and half apart.
Okay.
Go on. Could you do me one small favor?
You're gonna
Right around the corner on the buffet is the wood roof.
So
We'll show the other kit in a little bit.
let me stuff around here so we got a little bit of room to maneuver.
All right, so catching up, Marty, I'm gonna let you start doing what you do best. You are the project manager. And I'll catch up on some chatting and other things. Let's see. Jen says, but if you put me on a microphone, you will find out just how little I actually know. I prefer the mystery. We're not asking you to be the source subject expert.
Jen, have you heard me talk? I'm just saying. You don't have to be a subject matter expert. You just have to be there.
Right. Okay.
That's sort of what I got. Yeah. And see, even the bird laughs at me.
Yep. Holly's the laugh track for the show.
Where is
Hope you guys are having a great holiday season and celebrating, if you celebrate any of the holidays this year, whatever. I'm trying to be all inclusive.
Oh, have a good holiday season.
There you go.
With whatever it is that's your jam.
Right.
How's that? All right. So,
Right.
So we got us a base. I need part B as in boy. Ooh, look at that.
Yeah.
That is some fine laser. That is a very small, very small
Yeah.
mullion in that window.
So, also, guys, make sure you check out Jim's live game tomorrow. He's going to be playing Damon. I think they're doing some tank battles or something.
I was gonna say, what did you guys decide on, Jim?
So, yeah. Wargaming in the world of Twilight 2000.
Oh yeah. You had a thing in there about some of the character art, yes?
Yeah, he did amazing work.
Yeah.
Jim, I don't know how you managed to keep that one under wraps in terms of my radar. I did not know you could draw like that. Like, I knew you designed all your things for your games, but those sketches, I was really impressed.
Yep.
Really
Really,
good.
really.
All right. Well, while you're working on that,
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and do some training.
I was gonna say, do something that's entertaining other than people watching me try to punch little pieces of wood out of here.
All right, so I'm going to take this and I'm going to take this for now. Jim says, part of that very last July 2000 slaughter that mashes up the 5th U.S. Infantry Mechanized and then kind of starts the base adventure campaign in the RPG. Thanks, Dawn.
You're welcome.
Chris says, hell yeah, Twilight 2000. And who knew Jay could draw? All right, so I'm going to pull out my wet palette. Now, granted, I'm not using official wet palette paper. I'm just using some parchment paper.
I thought that was official palette paper.
Not really, but it works. And I'm going to age this. Well, so my decision is, do I do the blue and red stripes first? Which would be hard to do since I don't have blue or red paint with me.
Just the white stripes. Oh, that would be a band.
So I guess I'm going to age. All right, so we're going to go with soft tone on this. I'm using our Army Painter tones to age the you know, I'm going to go soft tone because that way if I have to go darker once I paint the red and blue lines.
Gives you a little bit of wiggle room there.
Yeah, sir.
Yes.
Don't want to shake this up too much.
Shake it up.
And then I'm pulling out the official, unofficial brushes of the Sit Rep podcast. Games and Gears.
Games and Gears.
Thanks, Sam.
I brought mine too.
These are size. No, I'm going to use my other ones here. I have multiple sets from Games and Gears. They're really nice brushes, guys. I think I'm going to use a 2. I'm using the Adepticon Masters Mark II. Brush size 2. And yes, I like my brushes. I'm a brush licker. It's all good.
There's always that scary moment when you go to remove a mini from the rest of the supports and it makes that terrible crack noise that you just heard there, and you're like, nope, he's intact.
Well, turns out we might have an extra or two.
Yeah.
Should there be an incident?
These guys are a little crispy.
Well, some of them are crispier than others because, you know, I'm brand new to this. I mean, this is like the first big run I've ever done. So, you know, I was trying to sort out some of those settings, as well as, hey, when I get here, Bill's like, wait, man, you cured him already? Well, yeah, why? And he's like, no, don't do that. Pitch the whole thing.
Did you break it?
No, just pitch the whole thing.
Take the rifle off.
That's all right.
You don't want to keep the guy, though?
No. Then he's unarmed.
No, he's got arms.
Take care of that, too. Put him right in the hospital. We're making that, you know.
It's true.
All right,
Found a patient.
Joints.
Yes. All right, let's see. Yep. So Jen's working on Reese. What's Jen working on? I'm assuming he's prepping for tomorrow. Chris is probably pre-printing something.
So, yeah, for sure. What's your big run now, Chris? I know that you've been working on stuff.
And he did put out a nice thing.
Cool. It kind of looks like.
If you are a what's he got here? Chris says painter's tape is your friend, Bill. Prime tape, head and lower half, spray Army Painter red, let that dry, and the top have been. Oh no, I've been for my guys, I've been airbrushing them. All those guys that I have fully painted, I airbrush their tunics and pants. I mean, if you've got a good airbrush and you have good control, you don't get a lot of overspray. And if you do the red first and then the dark blue, then it covers up any red that oversprayed onto their pants. So, and you can get through a lot pretty quick because, you know, you're doing that and helmets and that kind of stuff. Let's see. Chris says, my son is a slave driver. I'm chained to printers.
Good job, Alex. Good job, buddy. This guy.
You know, I'm almost ready to just do the dip on these. That's what it is. It's just in a bottle form instead of a can. You know what? You know what this stuff is?
Well, yeah.
It's varnish. It's wood stain.
Min-wax.
Yeah. Essentially what it is.
I was gonna say that for something like that, that probably wouldn't be a bad way to go, actually.
Time saver.
Yeah, as well as, you know, it's cheaper. You know, because I can get a pint can for the same price that I can get, you know, a 17 ml bottle.
Right.
So, yeah, well.
All right, that's looking pretty good. don't know if you can see that real well under this camera, but
All right.
it looks pretty darn good.
Do you have a crappy terrain brush that I can glue it? I don't want to use your good one. Your game's gear.
Upstairs, there's a black Citadel brush that I use for craft.
All right. I'll be right back. I gotta go get a crappy blue brush.
Otherwise,
Sorry, guys, he did not fall out of his chair. He actually exited appropriately. It's early.
do. I'm airbrushing Pin-Up Alice in Wonderland for my wife for Christmas. Very
Cool.
nice. Very nice. I need a new airbrush. So, funny story, and I don't want to say this is a testament to Badger airbrushes, but I bought 2 airbrushes about 2 years ago for their birthday sale, which is about this time of year. The one airbrush I brought, and I can't tell you the models, but the first one I bought, I had a lot of problems with, and I'll be the first to admit, I assembled it incorrectly and shoved a piece in that shouldn't have gone where it went and broke it, and I have not gotten a replacement part for it.
That's also a mistake you've never made again.
Right. Well, that's not. But anyway, the second one is a Patriot 105 or 150, something like that, and I've had nothing but problems with it. Now, I know a lot of people swear by their Badger airbrushes, but I'll be honest with you, my Iwata, which I've had since Dragster Games opened. Remember when they had that airbrush thing
Yeah, I forgot
when they
that's
first
where you got
opened?
that one.
You know, however long ago that was now. And at least, what, 7-8 years now? Right when we started Beast of War.
Yep.
That thing's a workhorse. It's getting worn out. But, yeah. So, I don't know. I might just stay with the Wada. I like the support Badger because they're actually local to us. They're just in the suburbs of Chicago, closer to the city than us. But I just have. I'm not a fan of how they assemble. I like the Iwata pieces. The way it assembles easier. I don't know. To me, it seems easier. But maybe it's just because I'm used to that one a little bit more. But I've had nothing but great success with the Iwatas. And I know that Harner and Steinbeck has an airbrush now that Angel uses. One of Dawn's friends. Even though he doesn't understand a word she's saying. Inge, how about this? Dawn's a painter stalker.
Honestly, you stalk Duncan once and you get labeled a painter stalker.
Chris says he loves his Iwata, and my Chinese knockoffs keep going and going. Yeah, sometimes, you know. How's it going over there?
It's a good one. I had to get a towel to put underneath this because the pattern on the counter was tripping me out with trying to focus on little bits and.
Yeah, it's the problem with granite countertops. Yeah, I'm thinking the dip might be the way to go in some of this stuff because this terrain surface, the canvas, the burlap bags, is eating up this stuff.
Is it?
And you might go through a whole bottle just doing these. Did you find it?
I'm gonna go with no because none of them are Citadel that I found.
It's black. It's that one right there.
That's not Citadel.
What's it say? Is that a Games and Gears one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, you can use that one.
All right.
Unless you want to use the flux brush.
It's that I thought about it, but it's so big that might not work.
You know what? That might actually work for me.
That's what she said.
That's what she said.
Let me get out.
You are welcome.
No, she would say that.
Okay. Totally serves that one up for
Yep.
you.
Looking for boss.
What? Since I'm not needed. Get a little repository here.
We use a dog bowl. It'll work. Stainless steel. It'll wash easy. All right. Chris jumped in. That's what she said.
That's right.
And then Jim said, "Hey yo." You know what? So I've done those. I think I'm gonna work on some of these guys so you guys can see how I do these minis. That looks actually really good.
Yeah.
It'll look better with this blue stuff or the stripes. All right, so we take one of these minis that I printed, and I've got it based red. So the first thing I need to do is I need to highlight the kit. So I don't know if you guys are aware. I guess I should finish this one before I start something else.
Sure, why not?
So where's that brush? What was I saying?
Something about being aware.
When you want to paint white, you can't just put white right on your mini. You have to layer it because it otherwise doesn't look right. You know, because of the color. So
And with the pigment, if you try to do the one huge layer, it ends up being all kind of chalky and crappy look.
right.
Ask me how I know that.
How do you know that?
Because I have some chalky and crappy like white models at the house. I'm like, that YouTube video I watched on how to do this that said don't do this. I should have listened to them. They were right. Sure enough.
Okay, the acid brush does much better for this. Let that dry. All right. So anyway, so what I'm going to do is going to pull out some of this Master Series paint. I have no idea where I even got this one. Is this Reaper paint?
It is.
MSP?
Yeah.
Yeah, those are Adepticon.
I was gonna say that's the Adepticon stuff probably.
Is this
That's where
the
I got
swag?
mine.
Yeah.
I've got
Well, we're going to see how it works.
a whole bunch. I think I have 3 MSP purple colors. Just purple.
Use a lot of purple, do you?
And no, but I've got them and
Cool.
again
I now have something for you to use those purples and other colors on.
Oh,
I got my Batman the Animated Series game in from the Kickstarter.
okay. I might be down with that.
So, you know there's the Joker in there and other guys. Can you wear the toothpicks out?
Mhm.
Grab one, please. Do-do-do-do. I go. Those are thick.
We'll leave that one for the comment section. It's too easy.
Seriously. Screw it. When all else fails, just pour it out. Hey, look, I got paint on my fingers.
What?
I know, right?
We are all shocked and amazed to hear that.
It's not a week if we don't send Bill to work with paint on his fingers.
Right. All right, so we're going to the Adepticon Masters Series Mark II, Size 1. And Chris says, too easy.
He's not wrong. All right.
All right, so
Step 1 to base.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to now apply the gray to areas that would be white. Start with the gray and work to the layer and lighter and lighter. You know, this light is not the brightest. Where's our stage lights?
You know,
So I cranked out those 12 guys. How long did it take me to do this one? Not long. I spent about 4 hours one day and maybe 2 hours in it. So 6 hours for 12 guys. Got them tabletop standard. They're not showpiece because, you know, we're playing. Oh, speaking of which,
What?
guys. Hey, why is this wall not all the way down there?
because I haven't bound it. I have
Oh.
to do step 2 first. I just need a place to
Look,
put it
I'm
where I have
just
full
a general
space.
contractor.
Loading.
No,
I'm just a general contractor.
it's just hanging out, waiting for me to build this next step and then attach it to it.
Roger, Dodger.
Then it goes on the base. Hey, how low can you go? What about the
Anyways.
I lived in the barracks in the 90s.
Word. What was I saying? I have no idea.
Going in the 90s, right?
Right.
All right, so I've outlined his webbing, his ammo pouches, his melee bag, whatever they call it, satchel.
It's not a purse.
It's a satchel. Indiana Jones has one.
Right. Oh, I remember now.
Aha!
Share with the class.
If anybody out there in YouTube land, Facebook, or Twitch wants to join us January 22nd, email us at sitrep.podcast@gmail.com or contact us on our website, www.thesitreppodcast.com, and let us know. And we will feed you. And if we really like you, we'll house you. If we don't, you're on your own.
Hardly anyone gets shot at the hotel down the road.
Hey, we actually miss it. We're not in the city.
No.
We're far from the city. We're like 60 miles from the city, guys, so don't let that freak you out. Somebody lives in A-Town.
That's right.
And they have more issues.
That's where all the action is.
So, January 22nd, we're going to start the show at 2. So it's 1, 22, 22 at 2. I wanted to do it 2, 22, 22, 2. Because that would have been what do they call that? Where you can do it back, forward and backwards?
Palindrome.
Palindrome. But then that just doesn't coincide with the timeline. You know what I mean? So we'll do a kick-ass game of Rourke's Drift. Then, who knows? What other awesome games we could do?
Yeah, buddy.
So here's a question.
Here's an answer.
After you do all of these bazillion guys
Yes.
for Rourke's Drift,
Yes.
is there a way to repurpose said bazillion guys?
Oh, there is. For Rourke's Drift. I'm not going to play Rourke's Drift just once. That's silly. It might have to become an annual thing, or we have it at a convention, right?
Yeah, we could do that in any.
But of course, we'd have to make sure the standing guys are in the right scale.
Of course, at this point,
Because at some historical convention, some rivet counter.
Hey,
those aren't to scale. Oh wait, man, that rifle's not.
What
Dude,
color?
just play the game or go away.
His facings aren't the right color. What unit did you say he was? I said he was mine. that's what unit I said he is.
Right.
We're the show. We provide the commentary, sir.
Right. So I'll tell you what, 3D printing.
Yep.
Has really come a long way in a short amount of time, and the quality of prints in miniatures now is amazing. It really is. And if you're looking for good modern miniatures, go to modernmini3d.com and check their selection of miniatures. You'll be amazed at what they have. We have shown off some of the miniatures.
Yep, and I got some on deck.
You know what we should use some of those for? Because we have to do a review and a playthrough review of this black powder, red earth. The rules are here.
Pretty exciting.
So we're going to be reviewing this rule book, giving you our impressions, and then we'll do a playthrough based on the rules. So basically, our criteria for a review of a rule set is taking one person who's read the rules and teaching it to another person who has not read the rules. How easy is it for them to be able to teach the other person? Is it easily understood? Can you get somebody into the game rather quickly? How does the game just play? Right? So that's the important part. There's other YouTube channels, not mentioning any names, LW, that does reviews, and they do an excellent job. And we're taking nothing away from them, but from our standpoint, we're looking at it from your standpoint. We're going to tell you what it costs, what to purchase the book. In this case, it was $32 on Amazon.
Yeah.
Amazon.
Yeah.
And
you heard what he said.
I did.
Said what I said, and that's what it is. That is the way.
Just coming.
Walkabout Games says he's back. I didn't know he left.
Oh. Thanks for rejoining us, Chris.
Right?
So that
we
means
thought it was something Marty said.
You missed all the crap that we talked about you then.
We just plugged your
Dude,
company.
we shouted you out!
Yeah, they did.
Do. So,
I remember the name of your company and everything.
On the first try.
Bullshit. What kind of friend is he?
I'm thinking my Twilight 2000 set should be showing up shortly. I spoke to the people in Switzerland. No, Sweden. They would be highly offended if I said Switzerland, meaning Sweden. They get that all the time. Do you believe that?
Well, yeah, it's because Americans are stupid.
That's true. We're not worldly. Some of us aren't. Some of us are. Switch to Twitch. Got back on with the shout out. LOL.
Oh, good. Glad you heard it. All right,
so yes, we need to take some of Chris's minis, Alex's and Chris's, and use those to play. What's that game called?
Black Powder Red Earth.
Yeah, that one. We can do that for that table. So I'm going to tell you right now, not to give anything away. There's a lot of cards that are in the rules that you use for things. I'm just going to leave it at that. We'll see how it plays. So yeah, I'm thinking a Twilight 2000 campaign, an online campaign. You know, would be a good thing. Maybe we can have Grand Dungeon Master Oriskany be the game master.
Oh, yeah.
Not in like, you know, volunteering because he has nothing else to
I
do.
mean, it
at this
doesn't.
time.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like he really does much in
Right.
soft time.
Right. So, I'm really considering, if anybody out there knows, I'm looking for a really good miniature in the 54 millimeter or bigger that I can paint up for a painting competition. Oh, wait, somebody sent something.
Like as in a full mini, not a bust.
No, I'm thinking a bust.
A bust?
I don't know. It depends on the mini, I guess. I've been scratch building the shit out of 1776 buildings in 20 millimeter on Trenton later this month. And here's a link for you guys. I posted that. I found out I can actually post chat on the display. So there you go.
Exciting.
Yeah, I saw those on Discord, Jenna. I'm impressed. Oh, do you want to show off your Christmas mini? It is that time of year.
I mean, they're sort of holiday related for sure.
They are, and after this show, we're going to be doing a little photo shoot in Christmas Town.
So this would be my
Here, let me go and
Heavy Rangers Weapon Squad.
well, let me see if I can get a camera on them here. So bear with me, guys.
So these are miniatures from Dust 1947, but
Christmas stuff.
they've been done up for the season, and of course the squad leader, the big man himself.
I don't want that camera. Can I switch cameras?
So it's Santa and his squad of elves there. I don't know if you can get that. I'll put these over here in case you can get that camera. So
Well, I'm trying to get it, but so far I'm getting.
I love their shoes. Can I just say?
There we go.
all green stuff.
They're my favorite.
All green stuff.
All right, I'm going to add Marty into this.
Yay me.
Well, let's see. How do I do this one? No.
Okay.
Oh, here we go. All right, so Dust Minis, Christmas vibe. So those are elves with
The big
Santa.
Their squad leader right there. Yeah.
You green stuff that, right?
There's a bunch of green stuff in there. Hats and shoes. The bag is green stuff. The little fringe to make them look like elves on their jackets. That's just
That's so cool. You did
craft
really good.
paper that's glued on. The fringe around Santa's jacket and cuffs.
Really cool.
I think it's just a little strip of paper as well as I recall. I did these last year, and then Rona messed everything up, so I didn't get to do
Rona.
anything with them.
Sorry about the audio change. It's because it's because of the I added that second screen. It should be off now. Let me know if it's on.
Oh, was it picking up on both mics?
Yeah, because I had both cameras going. Sorry about that, guys.
Sorry, guys. But yeah, we're gonna go invade Dawn's Christmas village with these guys.
Yep, audio 6. All right, cool.
Not just anybody gets to do anything with Christmas Town, so
That's right.
you're welcome.
You She wouldn't let me play with my regular toys in there
No.
because I've been trying. But she'll let me play with my Christmas toys in there. Apparently, I need to spray paint a couple of walkers red and start a real war.
Probably some cool videos we could make in that.
We could redo the Star Wars Christmas special.
There you go.
Oh, well, that.
I mean, why mess with perfection? I can't even say that.
I mean,
Oh my word! As much as I adore Star Wars, wow.
well, you know,
You know what the
back then the phrase "jump the shark" was still new.
Well,
So
I was gonna say, there would have to be like some level of mind-altering substance involved.
well, apparently the directors were taking that.
So here's the thing about that show. Besides, it was just terrible. The main characters really weren't in it. They did a little thing
Yeah.
in the
Yeah.
beginning and the end, and that was it.
Yeah,
It was all
I was gonna
about.
say, they did like a little intro.
Cameo.
Yeah, there you go.
I mean, it was mostly what's his name?
Oh, yeah.
Is he breaking another one? Oh, foot. Don't worry about it. We can glue it and base it, and then nobody will know.
Feet. So
Hence
overrated.
why you don't cure them before you remove the support.
I didn't know.
All
I'm
things
no.
considered, I'm doing well. There are a couple bayonets that are a bit on the shorter side.
That's okay.
That's what she said.
Jim says actually kind of running a Twilight 2000 campaign right now, combining through some references and piecing together the situation in Iran, Khalid, Poland, June, July 2000, start of the base game. I wasn't invited. Were you invited?
Well, I think he's trying to tell us something.
Obviously, we're just not cool enough to do his RPGs. Fine. I'll do my own. We'll go back to doing some OG D&D.
So do you want his foot?
No. How bad a foot is it?
Well, it's the whole foot.
Oh no, he's an amputee for sure.
Yeah.
He's a little rough.
You can put him in the scrap pile.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, I have his foot.
I mean, I can try gluing it, but
Here, I'll just put it in the pile.
Need a trauma surgeon to fix
Yeah.
that.
I mean, back in the day, they usually cut your feet, legs off easier than trying to save them.
Sure.
We could make a new character.
Jim, I see my old brigade, or oops, what's this say? I see my old brigade, or probably that what's left of it. LOL. Well, he could be no. He's the wrong uniform. I'd have to swap his head. He could be the.
I got clippers.
I was gonna say, give him the Dawn. She'll take care of that.
Wow.
He could be Dutchy. I'm not Dutch. I'm Swiss.
No confusion.
Of course, Swiss get no respect, man.
You gotta pick a side. I don't know what to tell you.
Right. Yep, at least in the version 2.2 background, the 4th Canadian Brigade is attached to the U.S. 11 Corps, which is in turn part of West German 3rd Army.
Oh, all right, there you go.
How are you finding that kit so far, Marty?
So far, it is going together like a champ, as long as I orient things correctly. For those of you that saw the Sarissa bill, you know what I mean. Oh,
What'd you do to my Alamo?
I didn't do anything to it, but there were a couple of times when I went to put some things together. I'm like, why doesn't this fit? Oh, because it's backwards. That's why.
Yeah.
When was the Alamo?
A couple months ago, we worked on it.
No. When was the Alamo?
Oh, I'm like, what's that?
I'm like, even I know it wasn't. Come on now.
I'm like, it's the exact date. I don't know.
I'm seeing another project.
My.
Wait, we got printers. We only need, what, 189 Texans and 3,000 something Mexicans?
Yeah, we'll need a little more lead time.
And for the Mexicans, we can use Napoleonic troops.
So
Just paint them up
February 12th.
and just print them up as, paint them up as Mexicans.
Yeah.
Yeah. That would be the easiest thing to do. For the most part. Right, Jim? Jim? You having a seizure right now, Jim, because I said that? Or would that work? His historical alert is going off. He's got an alarm sitting next to his computers. When we say something really stupidly unhistorically accurate, it goes off. And then he calls up his ninja friends.
You have ninja friends, Jim? You're holding out on us?
The Black Jamie Squad's gonna be calling in here on us anytime now. Then we're doomed.
You're so dead. You're dead. You're just stupid to know it.
All right.
Yeah, Tombstone. Can't wait.
Yellowstone?
Did I say Tombstone?
You did.
You did. Damn it, that too. Yes, Yellowstone.
Such a good show.
I've not gotten into that.
Oh, Marty.
It's
Too.
I've heard good things, but I've just
So good.
see. I'm invested in all of the cartoon shit. So all the Marvel stuff. I'm also Witcher's about to fire back up. I mean, I got things to watch, and I can't spend my entire life on it. I got a hobby somewhere.
Right?
Plus, I'm pretty sure my wife thinks I'm gonna do things around the house and such. They frown upon us watching it at work,
Rules, man.
guys. All right, so
Let's
I
see.
need an EFG.
So Chris says, I'm printing a ton of maps, Napoleonic, in the new year in 28 millimeter. Oh, good. I'll be putting an order in. Now, you know what? I don't think, is that Alamo a 28 millimeter scale or is it smaller?
Pretty sure that's
Is it 28?
Pretty sure that's.
Jim says, I'm no longer having seizures over anything hobby related or community related.
Okay.
All right. Well, then we can talk all the shit we want.
Oh, I want to know what medication
Challenge.
he's on.
Or challenge accepted.
Right? Yeah, how about that?
So there were jets in the Revolution.
And the sharks. Oh, wait a minute.
With
It's a different-
lasers.
that-
With lasers on there. Oh, I got.
What's it?
All right,
Yeah, come
sorry.
on. Thanks for keeping up.
Sorry.
This is story.
You're a jet all the way.
Is that who Elton John was referring to when he sang
Benny?
the song Benny and the
I don't
Jets?
think
Chris
so.
says all the shit. Ba, 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 boo.
Here, I thought I was gonna be like done with these so fast. And be like, what else you got for me? OMG.
The real question is, can I get this built before you get done?
No.
See, if they weren't cured, you would be done by now. Just saying. Live and learn.
Told you, I'm new. I
have
didn't
to
know
say-
that trick.
There's a support in a very awkward place on every one of these guys, and I feel like Justin every time making a cut.
Here it comes, Jim. LOL, Chris says. So you're telling me they didn't have machine guns in the Revolutionary War?
Technically,
Technically. Technically what?
they didn't, but not in the Revolutionary War.
How about 50 cal? They actually did have
Well,
50 cal.
yeah, I mean, but not like a 50 BMG.
Right.
I mean, they were 54, 56 caliber
Bullets.
balls.
Ball.
Yeah, mini ball and whatnot. But
Boom. I don't know if I'd consider a 54 cal mini ball.
Well, I don't think mini actually means small in this case.
That's what she said.
Well, as normally I would think it'd be the guy saying, no, that's not what mini means. Perhaps followed by, there was shrinkage.
It's cold.
Oh. I think we lost Jim.
Oh no. Oh no.
There's no. Oh wait. Jim just said the water was really cold, honey. I think he's impervious to our
Shenanigans.
Yes. Listen, as much as I love the guys in Ireland, their historical accuracy, not so bueno. No, John, if it was tanks related,
Down in there. So it's gonna go like that. Okay.
You know, you have other people sitting here. You don't have to talk to yourself.
Oh no! If you want me to get through this, I will be talking to myself. I promise you.
self.
So it says so. Damn it! See, I'm not the only one.
Just painted his face gray.
Well, you know, maybe he's feeling under the weather.
I'm sober.
Got a touch of the dengue fever or something. Happens to the best of us.
Stupid flies.
So, you still got Chris on the line there?
I believe he's still on the line.
So, Chris, I want to know if you're doing any projects for yourself. I know that you and Alex are slaving away on your business, but are you doing any works for your own? Getting your own gaming stuff together and such?
What's on everybody's Christmas wish list?
A 55-foot leopard catamaran.
All right, more within the realm of reason.
Peace and
A
goodwill.
45-foot leopard catamaran.
That's better. Peace and goodwill.
Yeah.
Just think, Jim, if we were having our catamaran, we could come and stay by you guys, and you could see me like every day. So we could stay in the harbors down there.
Jim's like,
Jim's like,
scrap that idea. No!
just figured out what's on my wish list. A hurricane.
Chris says nothing really in the last 2 weeks. Just to your answer. Jim just said that would be badass, actually. Ha! Because he knows him and I would be playing Panzer Leader like constantly.
It's true. And Jen and I could sit in Christmas. This plan is coming together.
Might actually get somebody to play Victory in the Pacific with me.
We gotta put all that together too, don't we?
No, not that. That big giant war game that takes like forever. You know, the Hex and Counter one that's like $500.
Oh, I was thinking of Victory at Sea.
I think it's Victory in the Pacific is what it's called. The miniature game. Yeah, we have that to put together. You know what? Oh, we should do that in time for Battle of Midway. You know what? We have that. Dude, there's so much out there.
I was gonna say we gotta schedule some We gotta work
Well,
out
you know
some
how we're
scheduling.
trying to do this month thing. It might have to be every other month because of the lead time for workup,
At least initially, until like we have a bunch of shit built.
right?
That where we get into the repurposing.
Because unfortunately, I still have a full-time job.
Well, like we've got all the games and parts and stuff for it, but they're all in a box still. We haven't put any of it together, and it takes a minute.
It takes a minute.
You gotta assemble it, paint it. You may need to build a table for it, or a mat, or something. You gotta have some sort of playing surface for it.
Oh, fucker. Screw it. He's gonna have a short barrel. He's got a shotgun. He's got a carbine. That's what it is. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, it's got carving.
I'm not scrapping him because I just broke the barrel off.
Oh no.
Yeah. Damn resin. It's the only problem with the resin minis. So fragile. You'll be one of the first to die.
Well, that's who you kill off first. It's not the ones you don't.
Right?
Right?
They're just there for placeholders, really. Then that makes me feel guilty to name them.
Yeah, you probably are a proponent of don't name your food, right?
No.
I'm gonna say because
I think we wouldn't kill anything in the animal.
No.
I mean, if you had a cattle ranch, it'd be different because there are hundreds of cows. You can't be friends with all of them.
Have you met me?
That's why you don't have them come back. They're out in the pasture, you know.
And just for the record, I don't care what you name the pig, it's bacon.
Oh, wait. More comments. Let's see. Jim says, for my 20mm Russian separatist models, yeah, plenty of AKMs because AKSU carabines completely intentionally. Thanks, Jim.
I'm not the only one. There. Aha.
I missed my big bright LED light to paint under. I still gotta get my eyes lasered.
At least
No.
you can.
No, you cannot.
We can knock him out. Chris and I's laser it has a 2 foot by 4 foot bed on it. We just take the one side down, chunk him down, couple of test runs, it'll probably be fine.
It might be.
What could go wrong?
I mean,
What could
way
possibly go
cheaper.
wrong?
Think of all the money we'll save. You could get the 55 foot boat instead of the 45 then.
Sold.
Yeah, I did that.
Yep, and then it'll be just like Captain Ron. Oh, what a beautiful sunset. Oh, you can't see. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'll be all over the sailing magazines and news channels. Blind sailors sailed around the world.
Thanks, yeah.
How was your journey? I don't know. I didn't see anything.
Nothing special to see.
It was rather dark.
And in here.
Whew.
See, you thought I was kidding about who's going to have this built first. But
I know.
you see how I'm picking up speed, right?
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, melee backs turned out good with that. All right, so we'll have to go to we gotta go to Menards to get new floor mats for your birdie,
Yeah.
anyways. Well, maybe I'll pick up some water-based stain, lacquer back, whatever the stuff is, varnish.
Yep.
You can use that because this is water-based stuff. Oh. You know, I know things are kind of. Hey, don't forget to punch those windows on.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. It would be nice to have Jim and Jen up for the Orchestra.
Yeah.
Yeah. It would be. I think airfare's pretty cheap right now. To Chicago. We'll pick you up. I'll pick you up in the Jaguar.
Jaguar. Yeah, that's my fave.
Don't be a hater.
So when you buy one of those, does it come with a jar grape coupon in the console, or
You know the
you have to
sad
get
thing?
your own?
This one did not, because it was a refurbished one.
Oh.
However, I really, really wanted it in the British Racing Green, and I could not find it. Could not. I thought that would have been too cool.
Welcome to America.
Oh, all right. So I'm gonna let those dry. I actually have a few more in there. Yeah, I got a couple more in there. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, let's just get them done. Get her done. That's right. Get her done. Just a base coat in there.
Base.
All about it. What was that song, love? The All About the Bass one?
What was it?
Yeah. Megan Trainor.
Yeah, that's it.
No, the parody one. Remember?
No Rebels.
Yeah.
I don't know that. I feel like I was gonna say I feel like I'm missing out on something suddenly.
All right.
I actually got John that shirt that said that.
Yep. Jim says, "Hey Chris, if you're still here, does the new Twilight 2000 still have all those tanks with the remove unmanned turrets? The M1A2, the T90, and the Leopard Tree?"
Well, Chris, we're waiting.
I could, Jim. This is for your ears only. Everybody in YouTube land, Twitch, and everywhere else, plug your ears. Shh. Jim, I'll send you the PDFs. I have PDF copies of Twilight.
Of course, it'll only be an excerpt to answer the question which you just asked.
I have not used them. I don't plan on using the PDF version, so I will send you those as a gift. So then it's not copying them because they're not opened or anything. I'll just make sure they get sent to you. And that way we're not doing anything goofy. Fair enough? Fair enough.
Not that you ever do anything goofy.
Every damn day of my life. Jim says, "Cool tanks." No problem. As my uncles used to say, tanks and jeeps. So, what do you think? Should we buy an LV TV? It'd be the official sit rep vehicle, man. I can get it on a government plan. Like $3,000. Can't guarantee it's gonna run, but
Yeah, I was gonna say, but then you gotta maintain those beasts.
it's automatic. When did the Army start going to automatics though?
When they got tired of trying to teach kids how to drive stick. Or more appropriately, when they got tired of replacing transmissions and clutches after trying to teach kids stick.
Well, Jim says, "Man, you really want me to run this campaign, don't you?" Well, when in Rome, I'm excited to use my FAV. Oh God, those things. I don't, what's an FAV? Fighting armor vehicle? Oh God, those things. And Chris says, "Beep beep, dune buggy, LOL."
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. It's a Canadian thing. You know, I really like Chris, so I won't tell him that joke. They are so nice, though. Canadians.
For the most part, yeah.
Yeah. Don't you know? I'm sorry.
And I don't care who you are, poutine is awesome.
It is.
Whoever came up with the idea of let's have some French fries, some gravy, and some cheese is a pure genius. There's only one way to make it better, which I do myself.
Well, you know what? We as Americans have
Bacon.
stolen that. Applebee's sells it as loaded fries.
Apple who?
Applebee's. Or other places.
I say, yeah. There ain't no Applebee's around here. Alright, so I need M-N-L.
Hey, it was you Yanks that had them. LOL. Always gonna start with the Yanks. You know what a Canadian is, right?
Here we go.
They're confused. They don't know if they're British, French, or American.
Oh, just check their money and wait a minute. That's not gonna help us.
No, just tease. I love Canadians.
Yeah, they taste like chicken. What?
I was not going
Damn.
there. I have some lovely friends who are Canadian, including Chris.
As do I.
I'm sorry. Hey, one of the best movies ever, Canadian Bacon.
Going way back there, but yeah.
Chris says we arm snowmobiles that little.
It's funny because it's true.
Right? Does the 23rd, is it the 23rd that's up in Alaska?
24th.
24th?
They got a brigade up
Yeah.
there. Or 25th, excuse me.
Is it 25th?
Yeah.
Make up your mind.
24th doesn't exist. Well, 20,
What's the one in Hawaii?
25th.
That's the same people that are in Alaska.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they've got one brigade in Alaska.
Yes. Boy, can you imagine that person getting his orders, a new private coming out of Benning, getting his orders, 25th, they're going to Hawaii! Alaska!
Wainwright. What?
Where's Wainwright? Drill Sergeant!
Oh, son of a...
Drill Sergeant, where's Wainwright? And he just laughs.
Like, AK, is that Arkansas? No, buddy.
Drill Sergeant, it says I'm going to Airborne in Alaska. That's not real, is it? Yep. You're jumping on an airplane in sub-zero weather.
It's about to get super real for you, brother.
That would suck. Getting that the blast.
All right.
The, I mean, their skin's got to freeze like instantly.
You would think pretty much, right?
I wonder if they have a temperature they can't jump.
Well, there's always a risk assessment, right? The problem is turns out we don't give a crap about them normally.
You're probably right, because I was going to say, in the 82nd, I don't think we ever followed one.
Yeah,
You know what? My brothers and sisters over there are not the brightest people in the world.
well, it turns out jump masters just want to be jumping.
That's right. You gotta earn that pay somehow. Gotta get that jumps in. All right, Jim says, where is Fort Wainwright? Here's a hint, pack an extra pair of socks.
Yeah, right?
Put the surfboard away, boy, and pack you some socks.
Yeah, you're not going to need any board shorts where you're going. How's that?
Oh, ain't none of them. All right.
This is what I can tell you about it, my friend.
You think it's too late to order a pizza, though? You hungry?
Yeah.
Pizza.
I shall order us a pizza. We are in the land of pizza. Pizza. Nothing. It's gross pizza.
I'm probably going to eat an omelet. I don't know.
An omelet pizza?
Yeah.
You're not wanting pizza at all?
No, thank you.
All right.
I was going to say they have such a thing.
She's on her diet. She's doing very well.
Casey's has breakfast pizza. It's delicious.
I'm just
Really?
going to order Casey's. It's quick and easy. What do you want on your pizza, Martin?
Anything. I'm not thinking.
Sausage, mushroom, onion?
Sure.
Right. Sausage, onions, mushrooms.
You want to get a small pepperoni one for Ben?
No. He's got a job and buys his own damn food. Yeah, I'll buy mine.
And a small supreme with everything for Hermione.
You do not want that dog to eat pizza.
No.
Because
No.
you will
No.
have a mess to clean up.
You don't want that dog to eat pizza because I'm leaving.
Let's priority that. Prioritizing it. Place. All right.
So if you prioritize, does that mean like you
Like a
pay
thing?
$2 to skip the line or something?
So Jim just said, "Damn it, you guys are making me jealous for pizza. I really enjoyed my salad this evening." Hey, if it makes you feeling better, I had salad for lunch. And Chris says, Chicago pizza. Oh my god. Chris, I'll be honest with you, it's Casey's. Casey's a gas station.
Yeah.
It makes pretty decent pizza.
I was gonna say, but
It's not Chicago pizza.
it's not. But because when you hear gas station,
Yeah.
this isn't the Mobile 76
Yeah, it's
Exxon.
not like gas station sushi.
Yeah.
I mean, let's put it this way: if Casey's made sushi, I would buy it from them. That's how good their stuff is. I mean, it's not like super gourmet, pizza like I don't know, Geno's or something that people
Right.
think of. But it's pretty damn good.
Shit!
And they do a good job with.
What did you do?
I just broke another barrel off.
Seeing you around.
I know, right?
Busting shit up.
Damn it. Well, thank God I'm already printed extras.
It's a good thing I can't count to 7.
You just superimpose the numbers.
Hmm.
79, 97, whatever.
Tomato.
Tomato.
220,
Chris,
221,
what you
whatever
got
it
on
takes.
that FAV? A Ma Deuce, a 240? Did they? What year is this? 2000? Twilight 2000. Yeah. Okay, never mind. Never mind.
What?
Drive on. I'm like, did I have 240s and 2000? I was thinking it was like the 80s. Never mind. Because that's when we played Twilight 2000.
Well, that was the original.
Right. Like I said on the stream the other night, I used to have a group of friends from middle school before I had met you. I was still on the east side.
I was gonna say, is that when you were at Waldo?
Simmons, man,
Person.
not bad mouth.
Well, the reason
Waldo.
what depending on what way I go home, I drive right by Waldo. That's what made me.
Yeah, I don't. No. No Waldo.
Wait, where's Waldo?
But anyway, so we used to play Twilight. We played a lot. They're the ones who taught me how to play D&D. We played a ton of D&D. That was like our go-to.
Makes sense.
But when we were
Leaning
wanting
into
to
the
do something
RPG.
different, we did Twilight. We tried that. We weren't like big into it, but we did play it. D&D obviously is our number one. We played Indiana Jones, the RPG.
I didn't even know that was an RPG.
Yeah, I have it downstairs. I bought a copy. TSR. Back in the day when TSR was the shit,
I
man.
was gonna say back when they were a thing.
And played James Bond, the RPG. Yes, there's an RPG for James Bond. I have it.
That I was aware of.
I don't have all the modules for it, but I do have. I think I have the Q book and the main rule book, and I think I have Gold Coin. We played Robotech or Mech Warrior, whatever it was, back in the day before all the brouhaha.
There was a brouhaha.
Yeah,
Oof.
ask Jim about it. He'll tell you.
Let's not go there.
Oh.
It was between FASA and I can't remember who the other company was. Macross.
Were they fighting over the IP?
Yeah.
Oh.
And it's actually been going on for years. I think they finally just settled it like a year or so ago.
Oh. Look at that. I hope that worked out for
You know,
everyone involved.
30-something years later. FASA and Harmony Gold in Japan. Thank you, Jim. I couldn't remember the other name. Harmony Gold. Robotech and Battletech are two very different things. Robotech's cool.
Oh.
No, I like Battletech. We actually have the new version of Battletech upstairs.
Ben really liked it.
Ben, when he was younger, we used to take him to Adepticon.
Yeah, shout out to Catalyst for babysitting Benjamin at the convention.
Right? For 4 days we're
Totally
covering
did.
Adepticon. all we had to do was get in the morning, drop him off at the at the BattleTech table, and pick him up at the end of the day. Just make sure he had some money for food.
I was gonna say, just send some lunch over for
Yep.
him and everyone at the table, and
So he loved playing that game. Spend hours playing it. I wish we could get him to play it again. I wouldn't mind giving it a shot. I know we got the starter set for him, and I don't think we ever really got into it, the new starter set.
Mhm.
and
The
this
problem
is,
with it is it's such heavy bookkeeping. Well, the new rule set was supposed to eliminate a lot of that.
and this is Robotech or BattleTech?
BattleTech, which used to be Mech Warrior.
Because I was listening to a podcast.
I mean, don't get me talking about Robotech
Uh,
RPG. Was that what it was called? The big Kickstarter fiasco.
Yeah.
Remember what's his name? We talked to
Yeah.
him, and then he killed
Yeah.
himself.
Yeah. That was why I said don't go there.
Like, sorry. BattleTech is classic and fun. It is a classic game, but man, it's heavy bookkeeping. You know, you had those sheets, and you scored each armor item, or you know, you had so many hits to the arms, the torso, the legs, the heat. You know, heat overload, weapons. It was not a fast game by any means.
I liked it at Adepticon from the grinder perspective because it was so many people playing it at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
But for the handful of times when we tried to play it at home and it was just like 3 of us trying to play it, it
Yeah.
felt like it took forever for something to happen.
Jim says, BattleTech is the war game. Mech Warrior is the RPG in the same verse. I did used to play Mech. I was like, I know I played an RPG based on BattleTech with
Say,
mechs.
I only know Mech Warrior from
Well,
computer.
it was a computer game, but yeah, I swore there was an RPG base in there, and I know I played it years ago, but I played a lot of RPGs in the 80s. A lot.
Are you saying you need an escape from reality in the 80s?
You saw my home. The bookkeeping is not that bad, but yeah, it's a slow game. Then again, you're supposed to play alliance of 4 mechs, not companies of 12. Hell, I was lucky to play 1. I've been enjoying Alpha Strike rules, multiple lances and vehicles and infantry. So that's it, Alpha Strike, that's the faster playing rules. Yeah, I knew I played Mech Warrior. Now I feel validated. I'm not crazy. At least on that part.
My mom had me tested.
And then Jim says, and then people design and mod their own mechs, which always requires 719,000 special rules.
So what I want to know is Jim mad about that, or was he the guy doing it, or both?
Let's see, then he says, so yeah, the game can grind down to a slow crawl. I also played Star Trek. There was a Star Trek game too. Remember having the blueprints of the Enterprise and the thing on for Birds of Prey? You know, we used to get together every either Saturday or Sunday and play. It just doesn't have to, and you guys know me. I love crunchy detail games. This is very true.
That's why I asked if it was you that was doing it, Jim. Leaning into something that you like.
Well, I think he likes crunchy games, but I think he likes them to be efficient, not just rules heavy or other shit just because
Yeah,
you can. I think for him, it's got to make sense and it's got to flow right. You know, because honestly, you could have a game and just keep adding crap to it and adding crap to it, and it just doesn't play right, you know? Or you could be streamlined. Starfleet Battles was a blast. Was that the miniatures game, Chris, or was that the... I didn't play the miniatures game. I swear I played an RPG type game. Or it had hex encounters. Bill, we got to get you on the bridge of a starship in Dark Star one of these days. I've been waiting.
There you go.
I would like. So it's based upon nationalities that are like Russians. I see Russians and I think you said Americans and Brits and all that stuff. Chit or miniatures? Jim said either. What if I wanted to be the Sioux Nation? Tatonka. Actually, I'm not Sioux, I'm Cherokee.
Show of hands, who's sick of clipping stuff.
You
I know.
were
I
very
know.
excited about this.
I'm very aware. I bought.
Let's see. Jim says either. Chris says transporter bombs were fun, lol. Yeah. Transporter bombs. That will ruin somebody's day. Beam me aboard, Scotty. We're putting a shuttle in the bay with explosives.
Yeah, yeah.
We're overloading the warp drive. Warp core.
I think I had that happen to me earlier in the show.
You overloaded your warp core?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
That's what she said.
Don't judge me. I was gonna say.
Alright, so yeah, we could have the nations in space. A distant U.S. colony that gets its own sovereignty with some purchased U.S. Navy warships. That's cool. That's cool. Okay. Alright. Let's see. Need another layer. Alright guys, we're coming up to our 2-hour mark. We're going to be closing out the stream. We want to thank you for joining us here tonight. Marty's not done with the building.
But I am close.
Dawn is about halfway through.
I am more than halfway through.
I
They
think
just look so much less impressive in the smaller file.
Dawn and I need to keep going because I'm pretty sure I'm going to finish this before she finishes those, and I'm stoked to make it happen.
And then let's see. Jim says, after all, the U.S. had more than 50 states in the 26th century, including moons in Proxima Centauri, Fort Dyson.
Oh, I got to put my right first.
They named a fort after a vacuum?
Yeah. Because the planet sucked.
She's gone from suck to blow.
And that is why we are friends.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, I was thinking about the other. How many people you know actually have friends this long from like high school and stuff? Like friends,
like legit friends,
Yeah.
not like I see them once every 5 or 10 years at a
Right.
reunion kind
Exactly.
of thing. Yeah, I don't know.
I guess I'm luckier than I thought I was. I am
Or
a blessed person.
Or I'm dumber than I thought. I mean, you know, it is the great.
No, that'll see. And we've gone full circle.
Yeah, right back where we started from.
Oh. Let's see. I think that we're caught up on comments. All right. I'm gonna let my helmet dudes dry.
Darth Helmet.
I hate that movie.
Oh, come on.
I really don't
How can
enjoy
you
that
hate
movie.
that movie?
I think it's stupid. It's
It is
not.
Yes.
stupid, but it's fun.
I don't know. I mean, there are better Mel Brooks movies.
Only an asshole would have that quote. It's like, "How do I need to change the color of my luggage?"
I'm surrounded by assholes. I knew it.
I mean, Blazing Saddles, a classic.
Oh, yeah.
History of the World Part 1,
such a good movie.
Yep. Good luck getting stuff done tonight. We are all too old to pull all-nighters. That was Jen.
Yeah.
Chris is asking, what's Dawn clipping? 96-ish. 97
7.
minus 2.
Well, no, she
95.
clipped them.
I kept the.
All right. 97 standing British firing soldiers in 20 millimeter. Because somebody forgot to upscale them a little bit.
That have all been cured already, hence why it's taking longer.
Just the way they're supposed to be.
But it'll fine. It for the game, it's about putting minis on the table, making them look halfway decent, and they'll look great. Once they're painted up and based and everything, they'll look great.
Yeah.
All right. Jim says I made it to 7:30 this morning, but finally had to go to sleep until about 11. Jesus, Jim.
Wowzers.
What the?
Why?
He's one who's not. So, well, we hope you enjoyed this 2-hour stream. There's a few people missing tonight. I was hoping to see some other people.
Just to hang
Hopefully they'll
out.
catch up to it. Vorpal Bite didn't even have his comments in there.
Yeah. Where's Raz?
Gaz is in here. Dawn, secret, hot water is your friend.
What's that?
If you soak them in hot water, it makes them soft.
Oh.
That's what she said.
What else was I going to say? There's a whole bunch of people. I mean, obviously Damon is in Australia, and God only knows what time it is for him.
Or what day?
Right. And, we have several people we haven't talked to. I'd like to see get everybody out there. So hopefully, guys, if you haven't been around for a while, we hope you join us on one of our streams, and we hope you're having a great holiday. Be here tomorrow for Jim's live stream when he takes on Damon and they take on some Twilight 2000. And then next Saturday will be our Christmas special, and then that'll be it for us and for Christmas break. Jim, listen to me.
Mm-hmm.
That's it until Christmas, until the new year. Jim is a workhorse. The man just won't stop working. But I want you to take time to spend with your families and loved ones and play with your new toys that Santa brings you. So we will see you guys. Jim just put out, oh, hell no.
Yeah. Right.
All right, guys. So we appreciate everything you've done. We hope you have a great holiday season. Jim is putting out Trenton on December 26th, the historical date of Trenton, the Battle of Trenton. We anxiously await that.
Yeah, be on the lookout for that. Bunch of cool terrain that you built for that so far, Jim.
Exactly. So, all right, guys. Take care, and we will see you in the next one.
Bye, Condio.